Howdy everyone, this is Speed Nerfer here. Today I've got a review on a new blaster for the 2024 line under the Adventure Force line, and this is actually made by Dart Zone, who sells their products to Adventure Zone so that they can get some shelf space at Walmart. And this is the Desperado. It's a double action easy fire blaster. So what that means is you just hold this trigger down just all the way, you just press the trigger, it'll fire a dart. This has been something that the Foam After Dark and the Gentry folks have been wondering about for quite a while, in a sense of HVZ. How is it going to play? How is it going to feel? Especially for stock blasters, which the Gentry really likes to use a lot because we're elegant gentlemen. So I will say, ergonomics-wise, grip is very thin, especially with my messed up hands from working at a tire shop. You can see from the webbing here that it fits my hand pretty well. Trigger wise, just a light press can rotate the cylinder, but the full press fires the blaster. When I first got one of these, I got two of them. So the first time I got one of these, I opened it immediately just to get the feel of it. Didn't use it in a battle, but I mean, for right now, it actually feels pretty good in the hands. I will say this whole moving it off to the side because I have to squeeze the trigger does feel a bit off, but that's okay in my opinion, just because it is such a light spring load. Now there is no dart post in each of these barrels, so that's good. You can always maybe load like a half dart, and I know there's a few mods in there. I know Blaster at Arms from the Foam After Dark has made a Dremel cut in this part of the shell, which allows them to push load darts into the cylinder. And I know Radioactive Designs has a few 3D printed kits that allows you to change the spring density, like to make it hit harder. Like the spring's just this big. Captain Xavier, I think, tried K26 in it already, and it didn't work. But there's already a few mods out there, right? So that's a good thing there. Not freely spinnable. I think part of it's just because of this dart gate that's in there. But you know what? That's okay. Design-wise, I always like the red and orange. It really matches your spectrum if you have one of those. Sight-wise, again, they're just three thin sights. It's not necessarily going to be that good for aiming. And I don't think it's going to be good for aiming at all. It's literally just point and shoot and go from there. So let's just see where we're at here. Just on my board. So that wasn't me necessarily trying so hard to just go as fast as I can, but I can definitely show you guys how it looks when we do try that. Let me get a few darts and then I'll head outside, and then we can go ahead and get some range testing for you. Just give me one moment. I'll be right out there. All right, guys, Speed Nerfer here. We're back out here in my backyard. Really nice, beautiful day out. The sun's starting to set. The Cardinals are out. That rival round is still in that satellite dish from that TV thing that we never took out. And we're back out here with the Desperado. 6 rounds of the waffles. And then I have on my wrist here a few extra darts. So I have a Nitro or Bamboo X2 dart, Nerf Elite dart, Amber full length, off-brand waffle, chili dart, and I have an X-Shot Pro dart. So we're just gonna see how far it goes. Again, I'm at the base of the tree here. My goal for this blaster is hopefully shooting to the air conditioning unit or maybe a little bit farther. Now, please be aware, the accuracy is gonna be a little bit different, and that's just because you have to squeeze this blaster in order to get that distance, right? So for the waffles, I'm just gonna fire as fast as I can, and then for these, I'm just gonna try to do some accuracy shots to see how well we do here. All right, so let's do it. 3 flat, 3 angled. Hold on, I hear a car. Angled. All right, so it looks like the first one is going to be the X-Shot full-length dart. We'll angle that one. That one hit the AC unit. Then next is this Bamboo X2. Same spot, pretty much. Full length Nerf. Elite dart, that curved to the right. Amber dart. A little shorter, which I'm surprised about. Now, a little shorter on the off-brand waffle. And a little short on the chili dart. So, for the flat shots, the waffle, one of the first waffles actually hit the wall here in the span of how fast I was firing. It actually hit my roses right over here. And let's keep going. We got chili dart, amber dart, and the off-brand dart. They all landed right here in front of the AC unit, along with one of the spam shots that I did. I think this is one of my flat ones. But one of the elite darts ended up flying over here, and I was trying to go as slow and as steady as I can with it. But that seemed to have disappeared. But I am kind of impressed that it went where I wanted to go distance-wise, which is at the AC unit and a little bit farther, right? We had a few of the Bamboo X2 and the X-Shot dart. I was genuinely surprised that these landed exactly where I wanted them to, along with the other 3 X-Shot darts. Here's the Nerf one. So the fact that the Nerf competed at the angle shot, and it, even though it curved, pretty much went the same distance as the waffles, is pretty astounding to me. The waffles flew erratically just because of how fast I was going, but I think this is a good spread. If you want to be deliberate and you want to hold it still, you're going to hit at a shorter distance, but that's okay. But if you really want to just spam your shots, you still can. Now, I would personally recommend maybe waffles, the darts that it comes with. Now, that also means we need to do more testing on if we should use half-length darts, or if we should use nitro shot and all that. I just picked a random assortment of darts, and I'm not really interested in testing every single dart. Most of these darts are usually what's in every single club's bucket right now. So let's head back inside and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so we are back with the Desperado indoors, and final thought wise, so for the price of this blaster, right, it's an $8 blaster, so you're not necessarily getting a lot. You're getting double your darts, and you're getting a very simple to use blaster to pick up and go with. In terms of family use, I would say this is a really good option for that, right? You hide behind a couch, you have 6 darts in your pocket or in your hand or in your wrist or whatever, and just, who cares if it's accurate as long as you guys are having fun, right? Now, for the gentry and a little bit more public play, which would be like HVZ, Stock Wars, this is also, I think, a really good option for that. You can dual wield this, put one in the holster, and then just start reloading, right? So I have some darts in here, and the reloading aspect is super easy. Just pick out a dart from your bin and just start reloading. That also means picking up darts isn't hard, right? Like having to pick up darts as you go and just start reloading your revolver cylinder here. Now, I am pretty slow at reloading these. I never really practice, but either way, right? My point still stands. This is really good as a stock sidearm. Now, can you mod this sidearm? Totally. Like I said, there's no dart posts in here. 0. So you can probably shotgun some short darts if you wanted to try it. I'm not going to try it today, but you can probably shotgun those. You can probably, you can for sure add a spring spacer in here. You can add a different spring. You can change out the cylinder. You can do a lot with a revolver platform in the Nerf hobby. And this is a good blaster to show. Because if you break this, it's only $8 or $10 after tax. So you're not wasting a bunch of money on this. And it's got that pretty much Adventure Force / Dart Zone seal of approval, right? So if it does snap or the plastic breaks, you just buy a new one. It hasn't necessarily been that bad. And I mean, spammability wise, it's not bad. This is really, really freaking good for the price. I'd say buy this. I definitely will use this in my Stock Wars whenever I decide to host a Nerf War again. Or if I decide, we can do it for my meat grinder game modes. Or You can even use it for those hammer shot game modes, like where you put the hammer shots in the bucket. You have a lot of options with this blaster, and it just makes me excited for what they want to do. I'm always a fan of these prime and grip blasters. Like the nail biter was really good. The snapshot 8, I think it was really good. It's that elite blaster. The ruckus, I loved the ruckus. I really like these. All I can say, guys, is buy this blaster if you have the chance. Do the testing on your own time and let us know how it goes. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Hope you guys have a good day and have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye.